let's recap on how we got here and what's actually going on. First off, Obama had a deal with Iran. It was a non-proliferation treaty to where they weren't going to produce nukes. They were only going to produce, I think it was like 3.5% enriched uranium. Part of that deal, we gave them $1.7 billion as part of a dispute over a arms treaty that had went awry in the 70s. Basically, we gave them their money back. So for a whopping total of $1.7 billion, Iran agreed to release some prisoners and to not create nuclear weapons. Trump comes along and says he doesn't like that deal, and so he rips it up. Now, mind you, Obama did this in 2015, right? It had already been on the books for a while. Trump's term, he comes in, he rips it up. Doesn't want anything to do with it. We had no idea why he did this. My suspicion is that Netanyahu told him to. But that's just my personal feeling on that, and I can't verify that, so I'll leave that alone. So Trump's second term comes around, and he says, hey, you guys aren't letting inspectors in. We don't know where you're at. Tell us what's going on. And Iran says, fuck you. That's what Iran says. You tore up the deal. We don't have a treaty anymore. Why should we let you into our facilities? Why should we let you do anything? So Trump gets mad and he bombs them. But he gave them 2 weeks warning in advance before he bombed them. So even if they had nuclear capabilities, they had opportunity to move it. But that didn't stop Trump from claiming he took it by total obliteration of their nuclear program. But they want to do another deal. Said, all right, that's fine. Let's do this. So Iran sits down, EU folks are there, and they're negotiating on what they're going to be allowed to do and not allowed to do. And instead of like 3% enrichment, they decide they're going to go with 1.5% enrichment. They're going to allow inspectors in, and they're going to let a third party handle all their nuclear material. While they are at the negotiating table, Trump attacks them again. Why? Don't know. Again, I'm going to guess Netanyahu, but it has to do with the total incompetence of Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. In our first wave of attack, we end up killing over 100 young girls because we blew up a girls' school. That should have been the end of all of this, and it wasn't. In return, Iran retaliates and says, fuck you, we're not negotiating, we're not anything, you can fuck off, Donald Trump. Iran starts to put the hurt on the global economy, blocking the Strait of Hormuz, smoking American installations across the entire area, and royally showing Donald Trump he has no idea what the fuck he's doing or what he's talking about. They gave him the big F you. Trump now wants to make a deal because gas prices are going sky high. Food costs are going to go up, and he knows it's going to cost him the midterm election. So he's trying to cut a deal with Iran. Iran still says, fuck you, we don't trust you. Every time we've tried to talk to you, you've attacked us. So fuck off. Trump and Hegseth bit off a bigger piece than they could fucking chew. Everybody else knew it. They didn't. They said they didn't. That leads to the idea that they're just totally incompetent. Now, the orange turd is threatening to commit war crimes against Iran if they don't come to the table and work out a deal. And we're sending in ground troops on top of it. So now our American service members are going to be slaughtered because Trump is an incompetent piece of shit. So that $1.7 billion that Obama gave Iran was their money to start with. But even if it wasn't, it was still far cheaper than what is happening right now. We're spending almost $1 billion a day or some shit like that. So out of the two, who got a better deal for the American people? Obama or Trump? So Trump and Hegseth can fuck right off. And I truly hope they acquiesce before more American service members die. And to be very clear, I'm not mad at Iran. Not one bit. They're literally just defending themselves. If I were them, I would probably be doing the same shit. So this is all Trump's fault. You don't get to blame Iran. You don't get to blame anybody else. When you look at those gas prices, blame Trump. When you look at those boxes that come back with our service members in them, blame Trump. All of this lies squarely on Trump. Every single fucking bit of it. The schoolgirls, the Strait of Hormuz, all of it is on Trump. 100 fucking %.